Hello! This is 7 Live. I can't tell if this is actually working because I can't have my computer in the room at the same time because it's old and asthmatic. So I think it's about 10 to. So this is your opportunity to go and get yourself a drink. And welcome to 7 Live Online. This week it is me, Alex Chadha. Whenever I announce myself, I have to play this chord. It lets me know, and the Huawei people who are using my phone to keep people in China entertained, that it's time to begin. That's really just for emphasis. Yeah, that's right, Beijing. So yeah, we'll start shortly, but go and get a drink, or a snack, or things to throw at your viewing device. It's important to be prepared. I'm prepared with this beer, which one can purchase from most places. WH Smith's, PC World, army surplus shops, most of the places. Yeah. I'll be back. It's filling out. Welcome. I had to go and check the time because I am using my phone to broadcast to you, so I can't actually read the time at the same time. And there's no clock in here, just quite bad artwork. I'll give you an example. This is what people want, isn't it? They want me, to talk to the camera. Here's bad piece of artwork number 1. Yeah, so you can see how little taste we have here. This is Tower Bridge in London with a comically colourised double-decker bus. Just drink that in. Yeah, here we go. Okay, what's next? What do we got here? This is a nice picture of a woodland scene, which someone thought it would be a good idea to cut it into 3 pieces, and I've given it an off-kilter slant, just to suggest that we don't play by the rules, or that we play by a very narrow set of variations of existing rules, which ultimately probably just signal that we've made ourselves feel a bit better about conforming. So yeah, there's that, and then this is my favourite because it appears to truly lack any kind of merit whatsoever, and in so doing actually have perhaps the most merit, is this scene. I know it's like a flying poppy on I don't know, like, so there's some grass there, I guess, more poppies, purple seashore with a lava lake, a magma lake. Maybe this is taking place below the surface of the earth, below the crust. So yeah, this is what I have to look at, because I ordinarily in a gig would get to see nice, happy, smiling or grimacing people, whereas now I've just got the image of myself, which, you know, one might argue is the worst possible thing to look out at and see when you're performing is your reflected self. So here we are. This is short. I don't know if anyone else who's been doing these gigs has found this, but surely this is some kind of nightmare situation. I don't know how much of the 5 minutes before the gig starts we've got left. If you're not already ready, then maybe I'll get you ready by reading to you from Frank O'Connor's wonderful collection of short stories, My Oedipus Complex and Other Stories. This one's called The Genius. The exquisite irony is not lost on me. Some kids are sissies by nature. It's not politically correct enough. Can't be having that. So I think we must have killed 5 minutes now to satisfy the I don't know, the man, if that man is me. And we are nearing 7 o'clock. So, welcome once more. I'll probably say this a couple more times to 7 Live. Online, you can tell I'm a professional because I used a beer sip to add a dramatic pause. They don't teach you that kind of thing in guitarist school. You have to learn that on the road. Okay, I'm going to start now, because this is actually excruciating. So this is a folk song. I can hear boys, I can hack it out, I can hear the call, I can dance and shout, I can hear boys call us black and fine. I'm a collier lad and I'm working down the mine. On St. Monday's day, it's where I do admire, for to sit at home by me own coal fire. Then it's off to the pub for a glass or two, for to work on a Monday that would never do. I can hear boys, I can hack it out, I can hear the call, I can dance and shout, I can hear boys call us black and fine. I'm a collier lad and I'm working down the mine. Well, I likes me whiskey and I likes me beer, I'll drink 14 pints and I'll not feel queer. I can hold me liquor good as any man, and I'll dance and sing as long as I can. I can hear boys, I can hack it out, I can hear the call, I can dance and shout, I can hear boys call us black and fine. I'm a collier lad and I'm working down the mine. Well, my boy's 14, he's a strapping lad, and he'll go to the pits and work just like his dad. And when Friday comes, we'll pick up our pay, and we'll drink together to round out the day. I can hear boys call us black and fine, I can hear the call, I can dance and shout, I can hear boys call us black and fine. I'm a collier lad and I'm working down the mine. And it's when I'm dying, oh I know full well, I'm not going to heaven, I am bound for hell. And my pick and shovel, Nicky will admire, and he'll set me hewing coal for his own hellfire. I can hear boys, I can hack it out, I can hear the call, I can dance and shout, I can hear boys call us black and fine. I'm a collier lad and I'm working down the mine. I'm a collier lad and I'm working down the mine. I'm a collier lad and I'm working down the mine. Well. Welcome once again to 7 Live Online. That was a song about mining, and it's not a traditional mining song. It's a song that was written by a gentleman whose name I can't remember. I think it might have been David Dodds, but he basically was a folk singer, and he went to the miners and he said, I want to write a song about miners to glorify them and tell the people how awful it was to be a miner. But miners, being humans, didn't really want him to write a song about them that made their lives seem awful and unbearable. They wanted him to write a song about how great they were and how much they enjoyed drinking. And I Can Hew was the result, which I think is brilliant, isn't it? You know, don't write about how miserable everything is. Just, you know, tell the world how great we are and how much we can drink. Which brings me neatly onto my next song, which is called, it's a miserable song. I don't know if Mike Harding, who's the celebrated folk musician and I don't know, celebrant, wrote this song called King Cotton. I don't know if he asked permission from deceased cotton millers before he wrote it to try and determine if they'd be happy with his representation of cotton milling in Lancashire. But it didn't stop him, and that's what we all like in folk singers, isn't it? An indomitable spirit. So this is King Cotton, and it is miserable. See how the lynn flies out over the moorland. See how the smoke to the valley sides clings. See how the slate roofs shine in the drizzle. This is the valley where cotton is king. See how houses cling to the hillside. Hear how the streets of children sing. They wake to the scream from 1,000 factories. This is the valley where cotton is king. Sleep is washed from the broken faces. Morning clogs on the cobbles ring. And it's off to the mills that the weavers go hurrying. This is the valley where cotton is king. See how hunger has eaten the faces. Tired flesh to the bones just clings. There's dust in the lungs and the bodies are broken. This is the valley where cotton is king. And you work all day to the loom's hard rhythm. Take a second pass at that one. You work all day to the loom's hard rhythm. Scrabble and toil till your tired bones sing. You crawl back home as the gas lights are flickering. This is the valley where cotton is king. This is the land where children have labored, where life and death meant the self-same thing, where the many must work that the few might prosper. This is the valley where cotton is king. Now see the clouds flying over the moorland. See how the graves to the valley sides cling. Look at the mills, they're idle and empty. This is the valley where cotton is king. So that's King Cotton, husband to a popular EastEnders character. Never really watched EastEnders, so I don't know what I'm saying, which is, yeah, usual. I would take this opportunity to say that there's a Just Giving page, I think, associated with this gig. And if you give generously, well, not if you, it's not conditional, just give generously. Not for me, but for the charity PAFRAS, which is Positive Action for Refugees and Asylum Seekers, who are a very worthy charity. And that's what all the proceeds from this evening's entertainment will be donated towards. So do that. Also, there's like a comments feed. My oldest friend, a guy called Sabri Al Safi, I don't know if he's watching this evening. I guess he's my oldest friend, so he's probably not. He's seen all this before. But my oldest friend Sabri Al Safi, he did a DJ set on some kind of public radio thing recently, which was amazing. But the most exciting thing about it was the fact that, for me at least, was the fact that he was doing shout-outs. And being the egomaniac that I am, I thought, this is my chance to have a shout-out on the radio. So, I must make a similar offer. So if you want a shout-out from this disastrous platform, then put a comment in the thing. I don't know how to actually access comments or to look at them, so I'm going to press the comment thing now, which is inviting me to write a comment. But I don't think that's going to work. So, someone if they are, for posterity, want to write a comment on here. I think I can see that Johnny Pearson is watching. So, Johnny, if you want to write something abusive on the wall, then I'll see if I can actually see it. Excellent. Well, let's lurch from that to the next minor disaster. There's a song called Peat Bog Soldiers. If you're into folk, or if you're into anti-establishment politics, which isn't really me, or at least I only am in a deeply unstudied way, is a song that was written by political prisoners in a prison camp in Germany in 1933, and is about their unfortunate lives there digging peat as part of their labour. I suppose they, in 1933, didn't quite have an idea of what horrors were to follow. But anyway. Far and wide as the eyes can wander, heath and bog are everywhere. Not a bird sings out to greet us. Oaks are standing gaunt and bare. We are the peat bog soldiers, marching with our spades to the moon. Up and down the guards are marching. No one past. One day we shall rise, rejoicing, homeland dear, you're mine. At last we are the people, soldiers marching with our space. We are the people, soldiers marching with our space to the moon. So that's the peat bog soldiers. Make of that what you will. Make of that what you will. Well, naturally these are strange times we're living in. So it seems to me that in strange times you can either resist by trying to force an atmosphere of normality onto things, you know, maybe using structure or whatever, leather-bound books. Or you can lean into it a little bit, and that's what we'll do now with the help of our old friend Tom Waits. I like Tom Waits a great deal. Not personally, because never had the pleasure of meeting him. But I feel certain that we would probably find each other mildly irritating. So this is a song called All the World is Green. I fell into the ocean when you became my wife. I risked it all against the sea for a better life. Marie, you are the wild blue sky. Men do foolish things. You turn kings into beggars and beggars into kings. Pretend that you owe me nothing and all the world is green. We can bring back the old days again when all the world is green. The worm forgives the mirror, the worm forgives the plough. The question begs the answer, for you forgive me somehow. Maybe when our story's over, we'll go where it's always spring. The band are playing our song again when all the world is green. Pretend that you owe me nothing and all the world is green. Can we bring back the old days again when all the world is green? That's an artificially shortened version of that song because I forgot the words. Which, again, if you're keeping score of the hallmarks of professionalism, then that's quite a big one. So 5 points if you had that on your bingo card. What should we sing now? Well, the keen-eyed amongst you would have noticed that that all the pictures I showed you at the beginning of the stream were coded messages of allegiance with the island of Ireland. So here's a song which celebrates a strangely small part of Ireland called Tandragee, which I learned recently by watching this YouTube video of a guy called Dowry Farrell and his band Four Winds, and they're excellent. So for those of you whose appetite is whet by this song, should go to YouTube and search for this man, Dowry Farrell, and Four Winds, and the song is called The Rollicking Boys Around Tandragee. Take a run up to it. Good luck to you, oh, now barring the car that sits in the corner, a-sniffing her eye. I wish you philandering girls would behave, and saving your presence, I'll chat you a stay. I come from the land where the pretties grow big, where the girls nice and handy can dance a fine jig. The boys, they would charm your hearts for to see. They're rare and fine fellows round Tandragee. Here's to the boys who are happy and gay, singing and dancing and tearing away. Frolicsome, frolicsome, frisky and free, we're the rollicking boys round Tandragee. No doubt you have heard of Killarney, I'm sure, and Sweden is shown for the drop of the pure. Dublin's the place for the strawberry beds, and Donnybrook fair for the cracking of heads. Have you ever seen an Irishman dance in Portland? Now he faces his partner and turns up his brogue. He shakes at the buckle, he bends at the knee. They're wonderful dancers round Tandragee. Here's to the boys who are happy and gay, singing and dancing and tearing away. Frolicsome, frolicsome, frisky and free, we're the rollicking boys round Tandragee. Now the old jaunting car is an elegant jolt, and Derry's the place that is famed for the halt. Among the green bushes that grow in Tyrone, and County Fermanagh for muscle and bone. But the feasting and bloody and fun at the fair, there's none to compare with the rakes of Kildare. Old Ireland's my country, the gem of the sea, but the gem of old Ireland is Tandragee. Here's to the boys who are happy and gay, singing and dancing and tearing away. Frolicsome, frolicsome, frisky and free, we're the rollicking boys round Tandragee. Here's to the boys who are happy and gay, singing and dancing and tearing away. Frolicsome, frolicsome, frisky and free, we're the rollicking boys round Tandragee. We're the rollicking boys round Tandragee. We're the rollicking boys around Tandragee. Well, I enjoyed that, and I hope everybody else did. It's impossible to tell. I'm enjoying the deafening silence. I don't know if many of you have ever had a cold shower, but when you get in the cold shower, it's really horrible, freezing cold, and you know, you're gasping and it's frightening, and you wonder if you'll ever see your loved ones again. And then eventually you finish, after having endured this hardship, you turn off the water, and suddenly everything feels really warm and you start to laugh involuntarily. So it's kind of quite positive in a sense. But but this is kind of like the opposite. So you get through the song, which is kind of nice because the songs are fun to sing, and then you stop, and then there's silence, and then you think, oh, someone's watching me, aren't they? So, you know, maybe a nice thing to do would be to not watch, but give money to the charity. We're raising money for Pathras. So I heartily encourage you to access the Just Giving page and donate some money, because the money is not going to me today, unlike every other day. The money is going to a charity. So please give generously. And when it's later revealed that I'm actually a CEO for Pathras, then, you know, feel free to hound me in the press. Seems what happens now, doesn't it? So let's do another song. How do I access comments? That's what I really need to figure out. That enables me to write a comment, but I don't want to do that. How do I read a comment? No, that's not it. Well, I'll assume that you're writing nice things. I'll make up the comments. Like, I'll sing another song, and then I'll read a comment that one of you may or may not have written. None of you won't be able to tell if I'm making it up. As long as I don't eventually look at the comments that were posted on the video. But, you know, that's in the future. Live in the now, man. This is a song I like to sing. It's called The Shoals of Herring. I think it might have been written by Ewan MacColl. If people like folk, not the people but the style of music or traditions, then, you know, if it turns out you know more than I do about it, which is eminently likely, then write about it in the comments. As I indicated in one of the preceding posts, you know, the comments is really a place where people get their impotent rage out, isn't it? So if you're watching and you're really pissed off about something, now's the time to really get it out. I see Robin Timmis has just joined us. Hello, Robin. Write something, you know, abusive in the comments. Robin Wright, my wonderful girlfriend, is also watching. Robin, now's the time. You know, public revenge is the best kind of revenge. I don't know if I recognise everyone else. Satnam. Oh, hi Satnam. And Sarah. And obviously Mark and Maggie. Anyway, without further ado, this is Shoals of Herring. With our nets and gear we're faring on the wild and wasteful ocean. It's there on the deep that we harvest and reap our bread, as we hunt the bonny shoals of herring. Oh, it was a fine and a pleasant day. Out of Yarmouth harbour I was faring, as a carping boy on a sailing lugger. We were following the shoals of herring. Now the work was hard and the hours were long, and the treatment surely took some therein. There was little kindness and the kicks were many. We were following the shoals of herring. Now we fished the sward on the broken bank. I was cook and had caught a sharing, and I used to sleep standing on my feet, and I'd dream about the shoals of herring. Well, we left the home ground in the month of June, and to canny shields we soon was faring, with 100 crown of the silver darlings that we'd taken from the shoals of Erin. La da 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 da. Now you're up on deck, you're a fisherman. You can swear and show a manly bearing. Take your turn on watch with the other fellows. We were following the shoals of Erin. In the stormy seas and the living gale, just to earn your daily bread you're daring, from the Dover Straits to the Faroe Islands, as you hunt the bonny shoals of Erin. La da 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 da. Well, I earned my keep and paid me way, and I earned the gear that I was wearing. Sailed 1,000,000 miles, caught 10,000,000 fishes. We were following the shoals of Erin. Shoals of herring. I ate some fish recently. Really straightened me out. I was on the toilet for days. I lost a week of my life. What does that tell you about fish? What does that tell you about folk songs? Those questions and more you can post answers to in the chat or the comments. So let's go to the comments now. I see we have one from General Charles de Gaulle. He says, "Shine on, you crazy diamond." Can only assume he's talking about Hitler. That's all I've got. You've been a great audience. I've no idea what time it is. What time is it? Put that in the comments. You know, I'm anxious to hear. Asking for a friend. Oh, dear me. Yeah, I can't tell if this is better than having an actual audience or much, 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 much worse. It's really not clear at the moment. Anyway, this song is a song that I stole from a band called Lankum, who are excellent. If you like your folk non-twee and harrowing and contemporary, then Lankum are the guys to go to. They are truly brilliant. And this song is called I think they call it Willow Garden, but I think it goes by other names. It comes from the exciting British/American tradition of murder ballads. I call it British/American because I don't know if they murder people in other countries. I assume they don't. More civilised, perhaps. So this song is about a guy who, I don't think the lyrics really make it too clear, but is encouraged by his father to kill a young girl. Somehow he's going to earn lots of money from this. I don't know why this young girl has a price on her head. What's she done? That's what I want to know. You know, she must be pretty awful to have inspired this young man's father to commit him to murder. Mustn't she? Maybe there are other explanations, but I'm not prepared to entertain them. This is Willow Garden from Lankum's album Between the Earth and Sky. Well, it was down in yon willow garden where me and my love did meet. It was there we sat a-courting when my love fell off to sleep. Oh, I had a bottle of burgundy wine. My love, she did not know that I had murdered that poor little girl down on the banks below. I run my saber through her. It was a dreadful sight. I threw her into the river. It was a bloody night. Oh, my father often had told to me the money would set me free. So I did murder that poor little girl whose name was Rose Connolly. Now my father sits at his cabin door, wiping his tear-dimmed eyes, for his only son soon shall walk to yonder scaffold high. For my race is run beneath the sun. The devil is waiting for me, for I did murder that poor little girl whose name was Rose Connolly. Oh, and now I'm going to leave you all. It's time to say my goodbye, for they are going to stretch me out between the earth and sky. That was Willow Garden. It's a traditional song, but Lancome do an excellent version of it. So seek ye out the album Between the Earth and Sky, and you will be rewarded with many exciting desserts. One of which we will revisit maybe later, if we're still here in a couple of hours, which I assume we will be. Yep. So this next one, yeah, we'll do that one. I'll do another song. That's why you turned up, isn't it? So this song is by, or at least this version of this song is the one I copied. it's by Nick Jones. Nick Jones is, or rather tragically, kind of was an amazing folk guitarist. I'm sure he's actually much better than me in spite of his career-ending accident. Because unfortunately Nick Jones, I think in 1980, was in a car accident when he was driving back from a gig in the middle of the night and hit a lorry, a large wheeled vehicle, not Hugh lorry, and ended up in intensive care in a coma. And there are some very heartwarming and moving stories about his recovery. Chief amongst which is that while he was in his coma, his wife was encouraged to sit by his bedside and talk to him and hold his hand. And the doctors were, as time passes and he's continually sort of minimally responsive or unresponsive, were not looking too cheerful about his prospects. And then one day she squeezed his hand and he squeezed it back. And then he eventually went on to make a near full recovery. He never recovered sort of his playing ability, unfortunately, because he is a really remarkable guitarist. And if you're not familiar with Nick Jones, I strongly recommend you seek out his work. My friend Steve Atkinson introduced me to him and the album Penguin Eggs. And this is one of the songs I heard on Penguin Eggs called Courting is a Pleasure. And I think it might be an Irish song. I mean, it references the sweet Banshore and Ballymoney and places like that. So it sounds like it's probably going to be Irish, doesn't it? So this is a bit of a challenging one because I've only started playing this relatively recently. So I hope you enjoy it. Courting is a pleasure between my love and I. It was down yon green valley. I will wait by and by. It was down in yon green valley. She was my heart's delight. Molly, lovely Molly, I will wait to the broad daylight. Go to church on Sunday. My true love, she passed me by. I knew her mind was altered by the rolling of her eye. Yes, I knew her mind was altered to a lad of high degree. Molly, lovely Molly, your looks have wounded me. Up came her love Willie with a bottle in his hand, saying, drink this lovely Molly, for love will never stand. Saying, drink this lovely Molly, let the bottle flask go free. 10 guineas I have wagered that married we ne'er shall be. Farewell, Ballymoney, likewise the sweep and shoal. Farewell unto McCuskey Braes, will I never see more. America lies far away, that land I will go see. May all bad luck attend the one who has parted my love and me. Never marry a fair young maid with a dark and roving eye. Just you kiss her, embrace her, never tell her the reason why. Yes, you kiss her and you embrace her, till you cause her heart to yield. Faint-hearted soldier will never gain the field. Well. That was Nick Jones, who does wonderful music, so go and check him out. Failure to do so will result in heavy fines. Yeah. I don't think we need to say much more about that. That's a chilling prospect. I'm chilled just considering it, really. I don't know how long we've got, but it doesn't matter, does it? We're all thoroughly enjoying ourselves. How better can I evidence that last statement by just, letting the silence sit, hang, settle. Yeah. Here's another miserable song. I know it's what you've been waiting for. I wish I was in Carrickfergus, only for nights in Ballygrand. I would swim over the silent ocean, only for nights in my lover's arms. But the sea is wide and I cannot swim over, neither have I the wings to fly. I find me a handy boatman to ferry me over with my love to lie. My childhood days bring such such sad reflections of happy times there's been so long ago. My boyhood friends and my own relations have all passed on now with the melting snow. So I spend my days in this endless roaming. Soft is the grass, my bed is free. Got to be home now in Carrickfergus, on the long road now to the salty sea. Now in Kilkenny it is reported, on marble stone there as black as ink, with love and tenderness I would support her, but I'll sing no more till I get a drink, 'cause I'm drunk today and I'm seldom sober. And I'm rover from town to town. Ah, but I'm sick now, my days are numbered. Come, oh my young man, come lay me down. Come, oh my young man, come lay me down. There we are. Carrickfergus, tourist spot on site of curious eulogies. Right, time to investigate the comments again. Who's it gonna be? Ah, it's General Pinochet. Welcome back, General. What's the word? Ah, please stop singing. Thanks. Kind words from Chile there. I really should stop inviting these dictators to these online gigs. They only get abusive. Oh no. Charles de Gaulle was alright, wasn't he? Shine on, you crazy diamond, he said. And I did. I have to go and check what time it is at some point, but we've got some momentum, so let's carry on. What else do we have? Don't think so. Not those. Let's sing a happy song. This is a song by Mike Harding. I sang one of his other ones earlier. It was called King Cotton, which was all about the plight of cotton millers in Lancashire. Johnny Pearson, if you're still watching this is your opportunity to write something abusive, maybe about Lancashire. This is your call. Or East Yorkshire. He's not a fan of East Yorkshire. No, I'm joking. He doesn't believe that there is such thing as East Yorkshire. As far as he's concerned, it's the East. It's Humberside, isn't it, Johnny? Humberside. Anyway, so this song's like the opposite of King Cotton. This is a song, one of the Mike Harding sort of more tongue-in-cheek songs or comedy songs. It's called Arnold, My Frog. And it's the love song that he writes in the voice of his 9-year-old self, about a girl called Pamela Dolman, with whom he's in love. I'm not in love with Pamela Dolman, but I am in love with my girlfriend who's watching. There we go, Robin. This is a shout out to you. Because this is a song that she really likes. And if this isn't anything other than a platform for me to sing nice songs to my loved ones, then why are we here? Why are we here? Why are we here? You can put your answers in the comments that I can't access, and I will fictionalise later on in the gig. So this is a song called Arnold, My Frog. The first time that I fancied you, it was at our street bonfire party. I let penny bangers offer me hand for you. I thought I was a real smarty. And then me mum, she came up behind me, and she gave me such a crack. And now she dragged me off home, bleeding up the entry. I had you left me on me back. Oh, you did, yes you did, you know you did. Oh, you know I'd do anything for you, 'cause I really love your tatty hair. I'd play with them mangy lions in Bellevue Zoo. I'd even kick the ball, polar bear. And I'd stay all night in the haunted house at the top of Factory Broom. Single-handedly without me catapult, I'd fight the entire gastric gang. All them things I'd do for you, yes I would, 'cause I'm a pillock and it shows. I'd take you to the pub on a Friday night, and I'd buy you a 9-penny seat. And when the lady come round with the ice cream tray, I'd pinch you a lolly for a treat. And we could sit there watching Hopalong Cassidy, the Three Stooges, and Heckle and Jekyll. I'd hold your hand in the dark, and later, coming home, you could hold mine. 'Cause I'm frightened of them big statues in the park. Yes I am, 'cause I'm a coward, and it shows. I saw your knickers at the coronation party, as your frock twirled up as you flew round. And when you give me a kiss in the Uncle Ron's air raid shelter, I fell 6 feet off the ground. And I would give you my coronation mug, me spud gun and me dead sparrow's wing. And if only you'd tell you me love you, give me million to conquer, and God always in pinch a ring. Yes I would, 'cause I'm a thief, it runs in the family. I know I'm only 9 years old, I know I don't get much to spend, but we could live in my grand's coal shed. I clean it out with Albert, my best friend. And you wouldn't have to worry about money at all, 'cause I could sell me granddad's whippet dog. If only you would give me your heart, I would give you me frog, 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 I would give you me frog. Arnold, my frog. There we are. That's a nice one. Oh. I need to go and check the time. Surely you're all it's getting near bedtime. Let's see if I can read it. Are there comments? No. I'm gonna write a comment, and then we'll see how this works. Let's just write this word. Here we are. Cheap tricks. Trying to curry favour. Ah, now I can see the comments. What, did I have to see the comments? That seems really like conditional on my participation. Fucking hell, that's ridiculous. Fuck you, Facebook. Okay. There we are. Mark likes 6/8 time. Who doesn't? Yeah. Everyone agrees with that. Maggie says, this is just gorgeous. Thanks, Maggie. That's very kind. And Neve Galligan. Dr. Galligan. Not heard from you for a while. Hope you're well. Ah, grand. And Sueli. I miss you too. Robin. Hi, Robin. Looking forward to... It's my birthday tomorrow, and my wonderful girlfriend Robin is organising some kind of sneaky surprise for me. So I'm looking forward to that. Wow. Kasim Abbasi. Hi, Kasim. I haven't heard from you for ages. Hope you're well. Right. Good Lord. Yes. Good point, Mark. Donate if you can. The crowdfunding thingy bob. Please donate money. And yeah. Then that money will be given to the charity Paphras, who their name is an acronym, is Positive Action for Refugees and Asylum Seekers. I think they're a very good charity. Excellent work. They don't pay their CEOs extortionate salaries, and COVID-19 is here, and I'm sure most people have forgotten about refugees and asylum seekers. I haven't, because I keep several in my washing machine downstairs in the basement. So, they're always on my mind. No, I'm obviously joking. I don't have a washing machine. That's a good joke, isn't it? Not heard that one before. Right. Let's sing. I don't know if Tom Richards is watching this, but he and I played this song in a pub in York called the Snickerway Inn on Goodram Gate. And it's a song, again, by Lankham. This is one of their original songs rather than a traditional song. This is called The Granite Gaze. I think it's amazing. And this is their kind of comment, I think, on the continual debate about abortion, which is pertinent, particularly in Ireland, because obviously it was illegal. I think it's now not illegal in Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, but it was. And many women were crossing the Irish Sea to come and have abortions in this country. But also references the discovery of mass graves of babies in convents in Ireland, which was a harrowing find that women who bore children out of wedlock were turning to convents for sanctuary, and when the babies were born, some of them I think they were being essentially neglected, and hence suddenly those nuns had to start digging mass graves. But so this song kind of picks up on that as well, and kind of the hypocrisy of the Catholic Church in Ireland, which is obviously extremely sad. And anyway, I was explaining all of this in the pub on a Saturday night, and one gentleman who was listening to this just lost it. I guess we'd gone too far for him. Maybe we had. I mean, the pub was empty. It wasn't like I was killing anyone's vibe. But the guy just lost it, shouted, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" slams his fist down on the table and marches out, dragging his slightly embarrassed wife behind him. So this is for you, man and wife, wherever you are. This is called The Granite Gaze. So let's give this one a go. Are we the ones left behind by those who weave cords that bind? They draw the marrow from our very bones, and we in turn on our own. Stood in line for a shadow of a stone as we dig into the soil beneath our home. All the future's further day by day as our fathers turn away and leave us clinging to a mother who eats her own. The granite gate upon us now, a skulking mast recalling how to plant a secret and tell no lies, but now we own the same stone eye, and it's the last gasp of wonder for a cretin on a throne as we dig on to sneak away across the foam. All the future's just a thing we say to keep the sordid past at bay, leave us clinging to a mother who eats her own. We are the ones left behind in swaddling with baling twine. We plant a secret of our very bones, and we in turn turn on our own. Well, there we are. That's the granite gaze. Just gonna now I've figured out how to use this comment thing. I'm definitely gonna have a scroll through and see what abusive things people have managed to write. Ah, Alan Gibson, what a guy. Hi, Alan. Dominic Hart, man, what a wonderful man and wonderful doctor. Say hi, Dominic. Hope you're well. Ahmed Sarfan. A lot of medics coming out. And Dave Baybutt. Hi, Dave. Hope you're well. Tom Whiteley. My cat is watching you now. She wants some cat jazz. Haven't got any, Tom. Haven't got any. No cat jazz for you. Right. I mean, it's difficult to rally from someone asking you for cat jazz. I guess, what can we do now? What can we do now? Could sing an original song, I suppose. I mean, we haven't breached that horrendous seal yet, have we? Maybe we'll do it in this key. Yeah. It's all to play for. Sounds about right. So this is a song called In Summer Skies, which I wrote and then forced at knife point Barney Tabor and Robin Timmis to play with me on a number of occasions over the last few years as my begrudging bandmates. Yeah, this is called In Summer Skies, and it's about Gledhow Valley Woods. I don't know if you live in Leeds. Some of you are watching, I know, I do live in Leeds, so this is about Gledhow Valley Woods in Leeds. We'll soon discover whether I've chosen the right key, but make your predictions now. If you are correct in predicting that I've chosen the wrong key, then you'll be rewarded with the smug self-satisfaction that comes from being right, and that's what I use to keep me warm in the winter, and I'm sure some of you do too. So this is In Summer Skies. One Monday summer morn, I went a walk in Gledhow Valley trees were still, while the swans worked their room. Across the silver face of the dawn, it softly departed as the sun rolled into the sky. The colours of all green hazel and gold, reflecting leaves fell from above, I greeted them grieving, as the stock doves fought overhead, in sackcloth and ash, sweet dreams we dashed on and scattered on the cold waters there. I walked from the shore into the wild water, a crucible or a grave. The strength that you saw I had never felt before. Could I bear to dive again? La, 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 I sank as I stood in pines upon crossing, through fingers, through silt and clay. The deeper I hold the root of its core, sang coaxing the flesh of the day. I rose in the eve, you whispered in moonrise, as salt water streamed from my eyes. I lost the light and sank from sight. Beneath the swell, the stars fell in summer sky. we are. Got through that, didn't we? Glertow Valley Woods. Go, go. I advise it. Man alive. I think we're probably getting towards the end of Wednesday now. I'll be right back. I need to go and check the time. Or can someone like post the time in the comments maybe? Someone tell me the time. Thanks, Johnny. It's yeah time. Still got cat jazz from Tom. No Thomas. I'll be back. What time is it? I'm not convinced by the time on the oven clock because it says it's quarter past 7. I'll do one last song. I think that sounds reasonable, you know. I always like to think of myself as a compassionate man. So yeah, I'll do one last song. Unless, you know, you put some requests out, I'm happy to... No, that's stupid. What am I opening myself up to? I can't take your requests. I can barely play. So I'm not going to do that. I rescind my offer of requests. Unless you want me to do Summer Night City by ABBA. No, even then. No, it's not happening. So I'll do this song. This is called Tramps and Hawkers. And I heard it by Dubliners, but I don't know if you've heard other versions. I guess because it's the last one, I will take this opportunity to thank everyone who has watched. I see Stephen Atkinson's beautiful face there, Catherine McRobbie, hello Catherine, my sister, and various others, well, Sueli Gill, the queen of the Afro-Brazilian scene in Leeds. This is Tramps and Hawkers. Oh, come all ye tramps and hawker lads, ye gatherers of love, that tramps the country round and round, come listening. I'll tell you of a roving tale of sights that I have seen, for it's far in the snowy north and south, by Gretna Green. Oh, I've often laughed unto myself when trudging on the road, my toe rags round my blistered feet, my face as brown as a toad, with lumps of cake and tatty scones, with wangs of brassy ham, knocking a thought to where I've been and thence to where I'm gone. Oh, I've done my share of lifting with the dockers on the Clyde, how bucky trawlers haul their silver herring on the side. I helped to build yon mighty bridge that spans the busy ford, and with Mannion Angus farmer I have ploughed the bony earth. Oh, I'm happy in the summertime beneath the bright blue sky, not thinking in the morning where There we go. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. What a winding and ultimately unrewarding path we've trodden together. But the real reward is in charitable giving. So I commend to you the charity Paphras. I'll be exceptionally grateful if at some distant remove in time from here I learn of the shocking amount you gave to the charity. So do so, madam and sir, do. That was a very strange experience. I've not done one of these sitting in my living room singing at a phone gigs before. I hope it was good for you, because it was actually all right for me. I had the opportunity, obviously, to give a brief tour of my living room to those who were quick enough to arrive on time. Not all of you managed that, so guess you miss out on the dubious artwork that is in my living room. The early bird catches the worm, and what a juicy worm it was. I'll just do, I guess, one last tour of the comments, because I'm very grateful to those of you who have come and dedicated / wasted an evening in receipt of this noise. So thank you everyone for coming. I'm just going to read your names out now in order, because I can do this now. Sueli, Mark Walton, Zara, my wonderful sister, Maggie Garrett, Neve Galligan, wonderful former colleague, Maggie, Mark, Neve, Elaine Walton. I assume you're related to Mark Walton, but thanks for coming anyway. Robin Wright, my wonderful girlfriend, Kasim Abbasi, a fine fellow from dental school. Nice to see you were watching for a bit there, Kasim. Who else we got? Alan Gibson, Meg Norell. My, how you doing, Meg? Meg Keddy from dental school. Who else we got? Elizabeth Hayes. Don't know if I know who this person is. Maybe that's that isn't. I don't recognise that name. I'm really sorry. Johnny Pearson. I don't recognise him either. Or at least I've been trying not to recognise him ever since we left dental school in 2011. But he keeps finding his way back into my cupboards. I think that must be it. Must be it. Alex Chadha says, "Fuck Boris." I'm sure you all agree. Thomas Whiteley, no cat jazz for you, Tom. Jill from the session in York, wonderful. Catherine McRobbie, how you doing? And yeah, oh, Eddie Wong, Chris Blore, Papa Blore, John Wiltshire. Yeah, Paul Holdsworth, Claire Warner. Good heavens. Well, thank you all very much. I can't keep going through this because it's just going to be me reading out names in my living room. And, if this were an actual gig situation, you would cheer if I said your name or express some, make some kind of noise to express that I'd acknowledged you. Well, I acknowledge you all. Please accept my apologies for not mentioning everyone. And thank you very much. I'm ending this now.